Denis Villeneuve's Dune gave audiences their first glimpse of the iconic Arrakis sandworm through the lens of modern cinema, but Dune, Part 2 will provide an even better look. Known for their immense size, the sandworms have been cemented in sci-fi legend as one of the most well-known and terrifying alien species ever created. The iconic behemoths were portrayed in stunning CGI several times throughout the movie, and while impressive and exciting, Dune, Part 2 promises even more sandworm spectacle. They are an essential element of Dune's mythos, but are only revealed 5 times in the film. And while they did turn up, they were only teased, and Villeneuve seems to have saved the best for Dune, Part 2. Dune follows the story of House Atreides as the family begins life on the desert planet Arrakis, known throughout the galaxy for harboring the essential product spice. Interstellar travel between planets depends on this fuel, and so its value is immense. The Atreides have been sent to Arrakis to oversee it being harvested from the desert sands, which is no mean feat as the desert is full of sandworms, and some grow to more than 450 meters long. The first on-screen appearance of a worm happens when Paul Atreides, Timothée Chalamet, and his father, Duke Leto Atreides, Oscar Isaac, visit one of the spice harvesters, which, thanks to its vibrations, attracts a sandworm. Its appearance is brief but devastating, and it's immediately clear that Villeneuve and his VFX team were successful in capturing the creature's immense size. Later worm reveals are just as satisfying, yet just as short-lived. However, the film culminates in a brief shot of a member of the Fremen riding a sandworm, the natives of Arrakis, not only using the worms as mounts, but viewing them as spiritual symbols. This hints at the sandworm action to come in Dune, Part 2. Dune adapted half of Frank Herbert's epic novel, leaving the second half of the book to be explored in Villeneuve's sequel, Dune, Part 2. The rest of the novel includes a training period where Paul learns to ride a sandworm and a large battle where the sandworms are integral to the fight. Dune may have given audiences some sandworm action, but Dune, Part 2 will deliver even more thanks to these scenes. How the sandworms fit into Dune 2's story. The sandworms in Dune are not only creatures to inspire awe and terror, they are integral to the plot of the book for several reasons. Not least of which is the fact that the essential spice melange is a byproduct of the worm's reproductive process. While not touched upon in the film, a worm's life cycle is a complex and strange process. In the book, Dune sandworms begin life as sand-trout, small larval creatures that would band together under the sand near water. Their excretions would mix with the water and violently create the first stages of spice, and in the process often destroy the sand-trout. Any that remained would come together in the form of a young sandworm. Additionally, the older, larger sandworms became integral to the native Fremen's belief system as they saw the worms as gods and named them Shai-Halyud. A rite of passage for a young Freeman would be to ride and control a fully grown sandworm. In the second half of Frank Herbert's Dune, the worms are far more present. At the end of the film adaptation, Paul has chosen to join the Fremen and lead them against the Harkonnens. This decision will lead him deep into the culture and ways of the Fremen, including their close relationship with the sandworms. Dune, Part 2 will need to show Paul learning to ride the giant creatures and will end with a huge battle against a Harkonnen, with Fremen riders bringing several sandworms into action. Additionally, the VFX team behind the creation of the sandworms said, via Vulture, that audiences can expect to see more of the worm's life cycle, including the existence of the sand-trout. Dune was successful in bringing parts of the awe-inspiring sandworm to the big screen. Dune, Part 2 looks set to deliver the whole thing.